Howdy on Molex Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright. We didn't play D&D again this week. I tell ya. We got, we got slackers. One guy just forgot. You know. What is that? What am I seeing down there? Where's my gun? This is just a rock. Looked funny in the light there. I look forward to D&D, and so it's weird to me that when people are like, "Hey, we should play D&D," and then we start playing D&D, and then they're just like, "Meh, meh." I'm like, no, we got a schedule, man. It's not like it's a surprise. It's one thing if like you gotta schedule something, I get it, but I don't know. I know the oh, I am going. I guess we'll go up there and take a look around today. We went that way, right? There wasn't a lot. You're nothing special. Thanks. No, we should probably head back into that big winter town where I put my bed down there. Continue looking around because it's pretty big. There's got to be more stuff there that I want to loot. But yeah, I know our Tuesday night session is a little less dependent on who shows up. And so what did I do? There we go. Nope. I couldn't remember what button fixes that. Is that my road I need? I hit the left mouse click and it switched me from camera steering to key steering. So I'm less concerned with the fact that even though this is something we do, even though it's scheduled, even though you're well aware of what time it starts, they've scheduled something else in its place. Something that probably could have been scheduled earlier or on a different day. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, it's one thing to be a few minutes late. I'm going to be a few minutes late today to a gaming session. I get it, right? Things don't always plan out on time, but, we've arranged things around people's schedules, and so arranging it around your schedule means that you're aware that this is part of a schedule, that other people have taken the time to arrange around your schedule, and so then you schedule something on the day that we arranged because of your schedule. And then I'm like, yeah, we get it. We're second class. No, it's not like that. No, it really is. When you show up when you want and you schedule things on the same days that we are supposed to meet up, that makes us second class. That makes us a lower importance. And yet we took the time to schedule around your schedule. Thanks. Anyways, like I said, Tuesday night, I'm less worried about. Only tiny irritated about it. Because honestly, there's a lot that the rest of us could do. So we don't need all four of us there for the Tuesday night thing. We do, however, need all four of us there for the D&D thing. And it's 3 weeks in a row. Not the same guy, different guy. One guy on Tuesday, and then different guys been the last 2 weeks for our D&D on Wednesday. So yeah, I'm disappointed not to get to play D&D. But hey, new D&D game came out today, I guess. So I'm looking forward to getting that installed and try that out this weekend. I don't remember what it's called, though. Solstice something, maybe. Oop, ran out of gas. I got a handful of games that I need to try out, honestly. I got Biomutant on Tuesday, and I've had zero chance to even look at that. Because, Tuesday night is gaming group, which I showed up for, and Wednesday night is a different gaming group, and I showed up for. But, both of those nights I could have just played my new video games without them, because not enough people showed up to do the things that we agreed we were going to show up for. Not that I didn't enjoy playing what we did play, I just, wanted to play the things that we were supposed to be playing. Anyways, let's talk horror movies. Spoilers for both these horror movies, because I'm going to talk about them. Watched a couple of horror movies in preparation for the video today. Luckily my job lets me have stuff playing in the background, so I can half pay attention to movies or whatever. And so I did watch a couple of horror movies on Netflix. Neither one of them were particularly good. One was better than the other, for sure. But neither one of them was really what I was looking for, I guess. I kind of knew the one going in. I went in with this idea in my head that I probably didn't want to watch it and wasn't gonna like it. And it was true. It was true. I didn't want to watch it, and I didn't like it. Because I don't like that particular kind of movie. So maybe it's better than I think, but you know what? I'm going off of what I think. So, my opinion of The Woman in the Window is that it's not good. I mean, it's not terrible. It's definitely not like something you can't watch. It's just, what is it? It's it might as well be its own subgenre at this point. I feel there's enough of these movies out there that you could watch a different movie every night for 2 weeks and always be this movie. So Woman in the Window is one of those, someone who doesn't leave their apartment sees something across the way and nobody believes them, right? That is a fairly common trope at this point, I feel. Oh. Bad kitty. And, oh, geez. I'm getting a lot of, not part of this base zombies pouring in here, which isn't good because I don't have that much more ammo. Oh, jeez. I heard him. I heard him just as he hit me. Dead. Dang zombie that doesn't belong here. Oh, good. And he's just right here. Okay. So yeah, so Woman in the Window is one of those movies. It's like what, Girl on a Train. Um, I want to say maybe Daniel Radcliffe was in one of these recently. I think maybe Shia LaBeouf was in one of them recently. There's been a lot of them. They're not new. I'm pretty sure Hitchcock did one of these. It's They bore me. I've never enjoyed this kind of horror movie. I knew going in. I'm like, and you'd think that my love of true crime would apply to this kind of movie. But the problem is that it doesn't it doesn't play off of what's seen. It plays off of what the person assumes they've seen. So there's no way for you to know what's actually going on, and I don't need to know everything that's going on in a movie to enjoy it. Um, but it would be nice if what I'm seeing is what's actually happening. And so this one's got like weird on the screen blood splashes for no reason, and um, and like she's clearly having like, in the end she's justified, right? And so, oh, it really was what she said was happening. The problem is it wasn't what she was seeing, and so it's all grand and good that what she said happened, but that's not what they showed, right? And so, and I don't mean like, okay, so a good scene from the movie, right? A good scene was uh, the she sees a woman stabbed, right? So part of that scene was a good scene. You see the woman, you see her arguing with someone, she's looking through the window, she gets stabbed, and great. You can't see who stabbed her, right? Good. So there's mystery. Got it. And then she flings forward onto the knife across two windows, and I'm like, what just happened? Why did she do that? It doesn't make any sense. And then like uh the neighbor, right? It's I don't know. You might be able to get a good movie out of it, but the way this movie was constructed was not good for me. Uh, and they do weird things with the characters. Um, like she's an agoraphobe because uh which I honestly am not sure about. I guess whatever. She's an agoraphobe, so she doesn't leave her apartment. And so they eventually reveal to you, nope, that's not what I wanted. They eventually reveal to you that the reason she's an agoraphobe is because um, one time while she was out with her family, she got in an argument with her husband and crashed the car. I guess one time. So the reason, her cause, is that she crashed the car and her family died, and she survived. Um, and I'm like, okay, all right, that's your reason for being in there. And see, some of that is part of the not real that's going on in this movie that I didn't like. Was she? Why was there an explosion? She talks with her husband, who's dead, and so I guess that's supposed to make you not believe what she's seeing. Um, but it just wasn't. I mean, you don't find out until later that her husband's dead, so you think she is talking to her husband. I don't know. It was just there was too much reliant on hallucinations in a movie that's supposed to be about what she's seeing, right? It wasn't a movie about her going crazy, right? That would be different. If it was a movie about her mental state, then the hallucinations would have worked. But it wasn't. It was a movie about how nobody believed her because they were covering up what had happened. And so instead of being what she actually, I haven't seen a treehouse before in this game. Um, so instead of what she's actually seeing, you get some things that she sees mixed with a bunch of hallucinations, a bunch of them, and so it makes a mangled mess of a movie. Blood splatters across the screen. She watches old movies, right? There's a bizarre scene where she's talking to people about what's happening, and um she is standing in front of them, so they're all behind her while she talks about how nobody believes her, and they're not just standing behind her, they are arranged behind her, so that you can see them all at the same time, all facing the camera. And then the screen kind of goes darker and they fade away and it kind of goes black and white. And you're just like, I guess you're trying to pull in the old movie stuff here, except that this is like the only scene you did it in. So I don't get it. I don't get why it's like this. I just don't get it. And it wasn't a terrible movie. It just wasn't great. It was not my kind of movie. It's weird that I can't put a box anywhere around that. Oh, now I can. Do I have any bullets left? Okay. Um, But yeah, and then it was like there's just no way for you to know what's going on, and I don't get out of here, Buzzard. I'm trying to do something. And so I didn't enjoy it, I guess, because of how convoluted with the hallucinations and the on-screen splatters and stuff like that was going on in this movie. I mean, like I said, it wasn't an awful movie. It just bizarre. Oh, I was hoping to knock them right off the. Are you? I hate vultures. I hate them. That vulture was hitting me super hard. All right, let's see if we can't get back up there and loot this place. So yeah, so it was, I don't know. And then like she's got a tenant who lives in the basement who's like super nice and friendly with her at first, right? And then completely antagonistic at the end. And not like I'm not saying that some of the stuff she did wouldn't have irritated me, but you know, he was well aware of her state of mind and was like being super helpful, and then just out of the blue was just super angry for the whole rest of the movie. And I'm like, I get at the end of the movie when she outs him to the police as a parole violator, but she probably wouldn't have done it if he just remained the same character he was. For the earlier parts of the movie, you know? There we go. That's what I was hoping to do here. Nice. Always. Use me some ammo. Apparently I can't get close enough to hit that guy. uh, oh. Oh yeah, I guess I could go across the metal. On me. Um, and but yeah, and then it just and then it turned out to be somebody totally different than who she thought was doing it. I mean, I kind of thought it would be the kid, but they gave zero indications. Zero. And I'm just like, this movie has no foreshadowing. Oh, dang it. No foreshadowing of what's happening, and what does happen is just bizarre. And it turned out to just be a mediocre mediocre unexplained movie, honestly. Because what it ended up being was I just okay. So the kid, who's like 15, turned out to be a killer, but there's no lead up to it, and they don't give a reason why he's a killer. He just is. The end. And I don't think I need trigger plates. That's a better quality hammer than what I'm using, though. A steel axe. Now this is like a weapon axe, right? Not a... Yeah, maybe it's that kind of axe. Oh, but here's the thing, is that it's only a 1, so I can only have wood splitter or fireman. I think I have to go wood splitter. Oh, no, it's got room for 2. Why do you have room for 2 modifiers? No, wait, what just happened? Okay, so I pulled these out. I clicked on this guy. It shows this guy, but that's still the other axe, right? I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. All right. I don't know. There might be some more stuff up above here yet, I guess. And then, oh man, I gotta go real quick here because I don't have a lot of time left. So then, the other movie, right, they don't tell you why the kid's a killer, just that he one time killed his father's assistant, and that he's trying to decide, is that a, he's trying to decide how he wants to be a serial killer, I guess. Oh crap, I didn't even see an explosive there. Well, so I'm having problems searching this. That's okay though. I really don't have a lot of time to finish exploring this today. So the other horror movie I watched today might as well have been a murder thing. I don't know why they added ghosts to it. But I also watched Things Heard and Seen, also on Netflix. Kind of boring. I did enjoy it more than Woman in the Window. But they really talk a lot about like ghosts and spirits and stuff, and then they have almost no impact on the movie. So they might as well not have even been there. And if they hadn't have been there, it wouldn't have changed anything. Um, so it basically went down like this. Guy goes to small town to get a job that he's not prepared for. He basically stole his cousin's. He probably killed his cousin. I don't remember if that came up or not, but he probably killed his cousin. Stole his cousin's artwork, claimed it as his own, went to college to be an art something or another, and basically he told the college that he had completed his dissertation and had a glowing review letter from his doctorates people at the previous college that he attended. And so they gave him a job as a professor, and so he lied to get the job. He used his dead cousin's artwork to get into college. He picked his wife because he thought she would be a good fit for his persona that he was creating. And then they move out to this house in the middle of nowhere because he moved away from everybody he knew so he could lie about what he had done. And then he uh, got found out, and this woman confronted him, and he tried to kill her, and she got put in a coma. And then the she had told the head of the his department at the college, and he looked into his recommendations and found out they were false. And so then he went on a boat with that guy and killed him. And then went back, and his wife confronted him about the affair he was having, so he killed her. And then he tried to tell the police it was a robbery. And then the woman wakes up and calls him and leaves a message that she knows that he tried to kill her, and she knows all the stuff. And so he takes the boat out that his cousin died on. His cousin drowned, so his cousin didn't die on the boat, but died while sailing the boat, which is why I believe that since he also killed that guy on the boat, that he probably killed his cousin. And in the middle of a storm, and he died. Um, so no point of that requires ghosts, but there's a little bit of ghost stuff here and there throughout the film that doesn't really matter. And basically, they uh, when he gets mad, the ghosts get mad, and the lights flash because the two women who were in the house were abused and killed by their husbands, and so now he is also being abusive toward his wife, and they're trying to protect her. And then at the very end of the movie, basically the lights flash a few times, and she has some weird visions a couple of times, and they hold a seance once, and then at the end of the movie, she begs the ghost to help her, and the one ghost says that she would give her life again if she could stop this from happening, but she can't because free will for the other guy. And then her husband ghost comes through and takes her away, I think. And then her and one of the other ghosts appear in a vision to the woman in a coma at the end after she's been killed, and tell her that it's time to tell the truth and wake up. And she wakes up. And so I'm like, okay, so ghosts didn't matter to this movie, didn't need to be there, and it was a fairly boring story about a dude who takes his wife into rural nowhere. They both have affairs. His lies get found out. He kills her and then kills himself because they find out his lies. Yep. And I was like, okay. Yep. So yeah, they were just mediocre. I don't know. But with that, I have got to call it a day. So be bearing the small things, lean into the light, and I will talk to you later.